Welcome to this week's edition of the Truth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Friday evening, and welcome to the Truth Podcast. I'm Akin Sam, and with me is
Blessing Yogun, yours truly.
And Mary Augustine. Welcome to today's edition of the Truth Podcast, another Friday night, and we are grateful that you are there. Truly.
And we're waiting for another. And we have somebody special here also on the Truth Podcast. This evening, we're not going to be three today, but we have a full house, and it's none other than drum rolls. Yeah.
Hi guys. Good evening. It's been a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's been a
Here,
while.
Kazbeka here. It's so good to be back on the show. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we
We
miss
missed
you
you
too.
more. Good to have you all the way in the house from Delta State. You know, thank God for technology.
I'm telling you, like miles away, and we can hear from her. We haven't seen her. I don't know if you are going to see her, but I mean, me, I can see her.
Yeah, she is live on the screen with us today. I hope you guys checked out last week's podcast.
Yeah.
You know, all the stuff that we talked about last week. Hope you guys listened to it, because today we have something very, very interesting. So I
Yes.
know we all have friends, so let's dive into today's topic.
Yes, you know, for talking about last week's topic, someone reached out to me. I was like, "Oh, that topic that you know, having that conversation." I just listened to it, and it makes sense truly, because sometimes you cannot even name your emotion. You just know you have this feeling somewhere, and then you're just feeling like maybe it's bad to feel like that towards your siblings and all that. But you know, having that kind of conversation just made me realize that that.
These things are real and it happens, especially in Africa.
Yes,
You know, when people have black tax, people feel so entitled.
Yes.
So to think that, okay, I could be justified, or these are reasons, people.
and then
Thank
it's
you for
something to
relating
really
with
look
it.
at.
Yeah.
You know, before now, you not even you really not know that you need to have a conversation with your siblings, or that you just be feeling displaced or feeling wicked, feeling cold. But you know, having conversation like we had last week will make you just name your feeling and say, okay, I think it's right time I talk to my sister or my brother about this thing, so that we can move on from this thing and it doesn't break family and all that. So yes. So,
Anyway, today we'll be going in a different direction.
yes,
We'll be looking a little bit at friendship and which side of the coin do you really belong to? Like, do you put your friends and segment them in chunks? For example, say you have a friend you talk to about finance, you have a friend you talk to about life, you have a friend you talk about your job, you have a friend that you most likely just discuss religious activities with. Or are you the type that just have that one or two friend that you just hit them with everything, even when you are sad or when your mental circle is going up?
Can you imagine
I
a
know.
female?
Madonna.
These are-
I have to
After
say-
one
Can you
day, I'm
imagine?
going to give you like one day,
I have to say-
honestly.
Please come, guys. do this
One
stuff
day,
in vlogs too
one
as
day,
well.
one day, you're going to
So we're looking at compartmentalization
of friendship.
of friendship.
Yeah, yes.
Do you put your friends in one compartment, or do they flow in every compartment? No boundaries, basically.
Yes.
So let's dive in.
So
We have
wait.
spoken to Kaz about it before, and Kaz, let's get at your take once again.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Kaz, which side of the coin do you belong to? Do you think that you should have friends for everything? You know, they might meet, but you know everything. Or you believe that you know one or two, okay, and just keep everything on them.
Okay, for me, I think. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, for me, I think you should have one or two, max three friends for everything. But then again, it's not like it is planned. It's not like you will just stay and say, oh, I want to have one friend for everything. I think as you go by your daily activities in your workplace, the kind of people you meet, you will tend to realize, oh, this person is not really suitable for this kind of friendship. So let me put him or her in this zone. So as you go by your daily life, you realize the kind of friendship you want from your friends. If you want to have one person for all the kind of friendships you need, or if you want to have different friends for different reasons. But for me, I've always found myself in a place where I just meet like one friend and they just happen to be everything to me. One or two. I don't really have much friends. So, but the thing with me is I have seasonal friends. So it's like if if I'm in a place for 5 years, I get to make a good friend there. But once I move, I make another friend in the new place.
Wow.
So that's how it is for me.
Oh,
So
wow.
you sort of qualify those that are around you at that time. So when they're around you at that time, those that you give them a whole lot of quality, you guys relate more. So you qualify
Exactly.
them at that point. Well, I love what you said. You know what she said? Because let's really define what is friendship. There's people that are just acquaintances.
Yeah.
There's people that are just associates, especially at work. They are just associates at that time. And some people that are like best friends, and there's people that are just friends. And some are like spiritual mentors. But they're still your friends, but there's some things you cannot tell them.
You cannot tell them, of course.
Talking to them about. Yeah. So it's like a zone thing, like you said, actually. But I have some friends, like for me personally, like you said, one or two friends are all up in all of my
All my
spaces.
spaces.
Basically, my workspace, my religious space, my family space, and my vibing social space. They happen to just be there, but they are not much. Those are like my real friends. And there's some friends that are my real friends, but because of proximity, they can't just also fit into some spaces. And we're not necessarily, I could take them to an office party, but they have to cling to me all through. So I may just want to say, okay, no, you can't come with me to this office party, not because we're not close, but because you're going to cling to me all through. And the network I need to make, I may not be able to make that, to create that network with other people, which is the core reason why I'm going to network. Yeah, so I think it's very, very dynamic anyway.
Well, for me, just have that one friend. Pour everything on it.
Anyway, I feel like I don't know, but I just feel like somehow it's a privilege to actually have one person that you pour everything on. It's actually some of us don't have that privilege yet. We've not been able to meet someone who just seal up every space and hole. Like I've not been able to meet that. I'm really trying. In fact, at the time, I'm trying as if I'm searching for a husband. Like I'm putting that much effort to get that friend, that girl that seal up every single hole that I can be my.
You said that girl wasn't necessarily be a girl.
Yeah, for me, it has to be a girl.
It has to be a girl.
No, for me, yeah, I
Okay, it has to be-
specifically
it
said a
has
girl
to be
because
a girl.
Okay.
for me,
It has
that's
to be
to
the
be
It
a
same
has
girl.
to
sex.
be
For
a
you too.
girl, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
for
same
me,
sex.
for me,
Okay.
it has to be a girl. No, there's no. I'm not bargaining that. Don't worry. I don't need that. I don't need a guy that close to me, please.
Okay.
So for me, it has to be a girl.
Voila.
I'm saying this again and again so that if you listen to this, you just know where you
You
fall.
fall.
Don't
Yes.
try more than you should.
So the
For
guys,
me,
so
it
the
has
guys,
to be a girl.
we shall be praying for you.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying. For me, it has to be a girl. So I am yet to get that person who fits in everything, who I can go out with, go to church with, talk about this, we talk about finance, we talk about business. So it just somehow, because I've not been able to get that, I have tried to live with, while waiting for that to happen, I've tried to live with what I have, make do with what I have. Now, what I have is I have friends for every section. I've label my friends. There are friends that I call them hello, and the minute I call them, less than 2 minutes into that call, or max 1 minute 30 seconds into that call, we are already doing something that seemed like a prayer. We are already praying, we're already going on like something that looks like a prayer. In fact, from the beginning of the call, we're already sounding very spiritual and religious, and all you're just hearing in that call, it is well, yes, amen, don't worry, it is God will do it, amen. No, I'm saying amen, the person is saying amen on the other side. Yes, I have friends like that. And it's not like, Mrs. Yogu said something when she came in. She said something about that's going to actually make it's going to cause or build a kind of pretense, because of course this side of your life is not mixing with this side of your life. And I truly understand and relate to that, because now the truth is sometimes the disadvantage of this making labeling this kind of your friendship is the fact that the friend that you go out with might just be on the other extreme side of the coin. And then when
just go
let me even
party.
say something, I know they are going to listen to this, but one day I had this kind of event that had my friend, I had like two of my friends come now. My friend that we are all into God together came, and my friend that we are into God, but we
she's
know
white.
more
They
than
understand
we know.
that.
Yes, we have other this thing, like we are like we talk. I can tell her about my faith, but not really. But I can tell her, then we can go out, and then we can talk about work and school and maybe other friendship and all that came. And then I just looked at the both of them, and then I just said to my soda,
Black and white.
I'm just saying, I started thinking for this, my friend, like, I'm just wondering what this girl is thinking in her heart.
Yeah.
Like, she would just be thinking now that, is this Mary's friend too? Like,
Yeah, show me your friends.
Like,
I'll tell you who you are.
this girl
Who
too
is this one?
Is this Mary's friend? I know that maybe this one is like extremely wild or anything. It's just that, there's something I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like, there is just something that, that will be there, that that this is not something I expect from someone that will be friend. But is this Mary's friend? And then this person, I was just thinking that this person now, what would she be thinking in her head?
Who be this pretty coco?
What would she be thinking? It's maybe this spiritual. I'm just saying. But that's what it can actually do. But I mean, some of us, it's just the time of life that we are. We have just label. We just have to somehow label our friendship because we really need people to be. We really need these friends, and we can't say because another thing again is I've just realized that one of the reasons why people label their friendship is strengths. Like you see this person in this light, and in fact, let me even personalize it. I see them in this light. I feel like, for example, now there are some of my friends that my faith is it's not like very big, but it's a little higher than theirs. And then there are things that I'm going through. I don't really need them to. They don't need to know about it. Not because I don't want to tell them, but I feel like their faith is not going to carry it. And at that point, I don't need that little faith. Do you understand? I don't need that little faith. So I just move with the people who I know that I can trust their faith at that time. I can trust their faith. And there are people that that when you talk to them about a certain thing, maybe work, somehow you guys are going to find a balance. You guys are going to find. And then another thing is, I have friends that somehow have been able to accommodate both introvert and extrovert and all like that. Reason because I have introvert as a friend, someone that doesn't want to go out and all that. And me, I am. Some days I want to go out, I want to step out, and they will not go out with me. Also, I have to get friends that will do that with me.
Yeah, to create that balance.
For me, it's just about creating this balance. Like I have this other aspect of my life, and I don't want to push you away because you don't fit in all the holes. I will not just throw you away that since you don't fit in, what can I do with you? I can do something with you. Whatever you can do, let's just keep it at that. If we graduate to extra, no problem. If we don't, it's okay.
I think I'm going to come in here because understand that I am of very much the opinion that people are in seasons. It is often said that 10 children cannot play together for 10 years. It's not possible. So seasons will change, and as long as seasons change, it is required for you to change. For example, the friends you had when you were in primary school, when you change secondary school, they're not the same friends.
But there's some that you could carry all the way.
No. I'm saying you don't have the same pair of friends. Yes, one or two might follow
Job,
suit.
grown your circle.
By the time you now switch universities, even worse. Many a times when you are now going to different states,
Definitely.
you can't tell me that you would still have that closeness. By the time you guys are even meeting during the holidays, it's no longer as
it's a bit weird and awkward. And you're just
managing
just
to
smiling.
And it's actually like in school, I really experienced this dynamism when I was in school, and I always loved staying alone because I could define the energy around me. So if we go to a place, my sister and I would make sure that we hustle to stay
together.
Get those rooms at 2, not 6, or at least 2, so that we'll define those are in our circle. If we want the vibing people, would probably have like a get together in the room or we'll go out. If we want study people, we'll define that we'll have a study group in our room at that time. So I had friends that would read together, friends that would do church together, friends that would socialize, that would be shouting from one corner the other, because there's a friend that were like, blessed, so this lousy person is your friend. I'm like, it's my friend. And I realized that I could relate with so many people, but my friends couldn't relate with all the people around me. And I realized that in our clique of 5, those 5 people were closer to me than they were closer to each other. So the way you're also open-minded about some stuff also allows, attracts different categories of people. Let me put it that way. And you can now relate with them at different times.
However,
So,
for your own scenario, I
Oh,
don't
now
think
you're
it's
using
bad.
me as a case study.
Of course, for your own scenario, I don't think it's actually bad because in some cases there are certain people you don't want to tell certain things. Yes, they are very good friends. Don't get it wrong.
But they don't need to know.
But there are some information
kind of
they should
things.
not know.
no, but
Because
that's true.
if they know it, Truth Podcast will hear it.
There are friends that are
not
close
even-
to me, but they don't know about some events
Yeah.
that happened when they were not in my life at that time.
At that time.
And so I may not feel the, especially in my family issues.
Yeah,
If you're not there,
when
maybe
the thing
my
was
dad
happening,
passed on, and
really,
when
I
something
don't
happened,
feel the
what
need
caused
to.
it? I
To
mean,
now
you
be
may
giving
never
you a
know how
rundown.
there are friends of mine that don't even know how my dad passed away,
Mm.
and you'll be thinking, you guys are close to 15 years. The conversation had just never come up.
Do you?
And so those that were there during that time we still have this more special
Yes,
bond,
born
sort of.
because they were
It's
there
not
for more
intentional, but
than.
it's just the way it is.
Then I need to state. I need to state this for the. Of course, this is a recording, and I see it in 20 years. I need to state that there is no even why I'm making and my friends, they cover certain kind of holes, might not be all. I need to state that you even have to be a child of God to even be my friend. But of course, our level of the level where they are is is just different. That's just the difference. Not like a total unbeliever is in my I call them friend. I know why I'm stating this because now I just said something about my friend this two one. So it doesn't look like one is in the one. No, she's even a child of God. Just that, of course, where she is at this point is where she is. I don't know if you understand. Where this other person is where they are, and which is okay for me. I'm okay because I'm coming from somewhere. I'm going to somewhere. If I'm with somebody that is, where I am, that's okay. I'm with somebody that is coming from where we are coming from. That's okay too. We could just help the person come up. But I need to state that before we.
But let's
continue
drive
the
it home now.
conversation.
You as an individual, it doesn't matter which side you belong to. Actually, if you're going to be a friend, be a friend. Let me explain what I mean. So you notice that this particular person only calls you for certain issues. Okay, don't shut them down. Okay, don't shut them down because truth be told, that they might have seen that that's your strong point for them. You might be adding an advantage for them from
Just
that
from
angle.
listening to them.
Do you get? Sometimes they just want to talk to you and just pour their heart out to you on particular issues. It's not a bad thing. Okay.
And these things grow.
Yeah.
You realize that it grows. You can be in
From
an
one
office,
angle, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's somebody that looks up to you more, just like you said, talks to you more. You guys become more intimate. So it's also about being open to allow this intimacy. Next time you're inviting them for your sister's wedding, your
And
sister's
they
birthday
show
party,
They show up.
and they show up and they begin to enter into your other
So,
little
yes,
circles.
Yes.
exactly.
And then you begin to deepen. So that's another thing. When
Exactly.
you friend
Yes.
zone so much,
Yes,
you're also
exactly.
missing out on some very
other
key
important
areas,
Exactly.
beautiful friendships or
Exactly,
depths
exactly.
that could spring forth.
Exactly. You see
from
this
these,
point now that you just made
friendships,
now
yeah.
is really very, very key. You see, one of the reasons why it feels like my friends are in compart is the fact that I meet people at different places. I meet them at different places, and I am okay with that. Now it's possible for they sometimes one or two persons have actually grown out from that place that I met them. I met them in church. We were doing church, because you met them in church and everything church, you guys just keep relating because that's where you met actually. And then subsequently they enter, you can see that you can actually take them to somewhere else that is not church and they fit in and all that, and you just go. Another reason again is why I actually believe in labeling friendship or making sectionizing your friendship is the fact that it actually helps you to not over exaggerate your place in people's lives.
Hey,
I'm telling you,
His car is
seriously.
still there.
It helps you to not exaggerate your place in anybody's life. Like you just know where you belong and stick to that. Because we've had situations of people thinking that they are everything to
Yeah,
somebody, and at the end of the day, they are just financial advisor.
Hey,
So when it comes to health, the person does not even
They just pick bills. That's
the
what
person,
they do.
yes, why I believe in labeling your friendship is the fact that it helps you to not over exaggerate your place in people's life. It has helped me so much to not even, in fact, I see myself at 7 while you see me at 8, at least. That space of, oh, this person see me like, oh, that's good, I can come up to that place, and I'm at 10, you are at 7, then they'll now drag me down. No. So, this labeling of friendship, you see, you are thinking that you're everything to this person. You think that, oh, this person, I'm her everything, she's my everything. And just one single event will happen, and then you realize that you were just a financial advisor. You were nothing more than that. It wasn't even going to be more than that in any place. But you see,
Isn't that a defense mechanism? Like you just trying to overly play it safe. Because they're really playing it safe so that you're not trying to. How then would you really sort of, I'm not saying you should be forward, but also communicate, build friendships, be more kind, be more hospitable, be more
totally
fluid to allow people to come into your space.
I totally understand
because
that.
that compartment, I think it can be very defensive.
Difference just put people like this. But okay, now you see, if I actually believe in being invited in everything in life. I really believe in, if someone wants you in a space, they are going to bring you to that place, and they are going to do it because they want you, because they've looked at you and they want you there. And if they don't want you in a space, they will not, and that's just it. So this is what I mean. If someone wants you to know them on a certain aspect of life, they are going to bring you into that place somehow. Okay, let's even say socially. This is my friend now that I keep using spiritual, but that she's my friend. She knows we are, doing spiritual things together and all that. If I want her to become, like, if I want us to translate into being friends, even socially and at work, when my office have like a party or get together, I'm going to invite her. When as does, she's going to invite me. You know what that means? Even if I don't go, even if she does not attend or I don't attend, that she has just opened the door that I see you in this light. The same thing with, I'm going out, someone invite me for a social gathering. I tell her, oh, I'm going to this place. Would you want to come? She has invited me, even if I don't attend. Somewhere in my heart.
Exactly.
But there's this invite. But that's what
welcoming.
there's this thing that shows that this person wants you. But there are people you deal with, and you just see that you will see it on their status that so thing is happening, but they will never communicate it with you.
You already know your place.
Exactly.
Already.
So I will not even exaggerate. I will not even ask you or talk about it, because I already know that you don't want me. If you wanted me there, you would have invited me. So I will not even exaggerate. That's what I'm saying. So this labeling of friendship, wanting it to help you do it, and your heart will not. For me, I don't know for some other person, you just have a light. Your heart is light. It's not heavy. At least I'm not expecting what you cannot give. I'm not expecting you to be there for me.
I have a question for Mary.
Okay.
So, you prefer labeling friendship?
Yes.
Okay. So, while you're labeling your friendship, do you tell Nkechi, oh Nkechi, this is what you are to me. Sam, this is your role in my life. Listen, this is
I like
what
that
you
question.
are.
God will bless you. God will bless you for that thing that you said.
Because if Nkechi's role in your life is, let's say, a friend you talk to about relationships and maybe family issues and all, and then one day you have something to talk about, and obviously Nkechi is not that person that you would usually talk to about it, and Nkechi knows that, oh, Sam is your friend that you talk to about one thing. So she might be feeling some type of way that, oh, so you think I am not capable enough to be your friend that you talk about this, and that you're going to talk to Sam about it. So if you feel like labeling friendships is okay, do you also explain to your friends why you label them that way?
Why you do? Okay, do you know that this thing, I wanted to say this thing before, when I think it was why Sam was talking, I wanted to say that, but then you did not hear when I started. I when I started this conversation, I said that I really would like to have one person for everything, but somehow I've not been able to get that girl. Now, that being said, I don't need to tell you that this is where you fit in my life, because not like I want you to fit in one place. Really, I'm okay with you actually moving, but the thing is, that's where you are. And now I just said something about inviting you. If I don't invite you in that place, you automatically know that you're not there in my life.
Hey,
No, but it's true now. It's just like the office space. There's some office friends that know that they've never been to my house. In fact, my boss used to insist on knowing our houses because he's a boss that wants to
Get
Yeah,
involved.
take it beyond. Yeah, connect
connect.
beyond. He goes for burials. He goes for weddings.
So you just
But there's some people that have their reservations.
you
They
just
don't
know
want
you're not invited in that space. And not
but if they invite you to their own space, you will go.
do you know that this is in fact you see now if they invite me to that space, if I don't even see them in that light, I will not go. That's the truth. I will not if I don't
But
see
you
them.
look for a good, courteous way to
No,
decline.
of course, not like I'm
Because
going
it's
to
like
decline
it's-
them like I'm not go. No, of course I will not say
Yeah.
it like that. I will not even do it like that. But you know that,
But you mean you
and
wouldn't
again,
go?
and you know the thing there. The thing about this friendship is that you have conversation. If they are really your friends, you guys have conversations, and they get to know you. You get to know them. So now you just know what you expect from my. I know what I expect from my friend. I know what they expect from me. Because of over time we've had conversation, over time I've observed them, over time I know
Maybe you probably don't even
exactly.
agree on so many things.
Do you
Maybe
get
there
like
could
we
be
don't have,
contentions and issues.
so there is no we don't even
So,
try to
Yeah, even just
you
trying
know,
to manage that
we are just-
workspace. Even so.
and when you even push it to work, of course work you sometimes we can just have a general conversation and we're just having conversation about these random things and all that, your opinion on random things. But I feel like we're adults now. We don't need to pretend as if we are kids. You already know that with the way this person is going, this person does not want us to go beyond work. After work, we are closed for the day. They've never invited you to anything that is in their house. They've never,
or personal lunch. Come,
They've
let's
never-
go and eat lunch.
they've
have
never said
lunch
anything.
outside.
In fact, outside, you guys have never met outside office. Like every time you meet, it's inside the office, and then you're expecting them to tell you about their relationship, or you're expecting to come into their life as like, what are you thinking? What are we thinking? Like, I don't even understand it. So
Yeah, I think I've had a friend like that. So
Yeah.
he made it clear from the beginning and said something. He said, work colleagues are colleagues.
Yeah, they know your,
That they are not your friends. And when he said it, I laughed. I laughed because a few days or a few months later, someone got sacked in the office, and they never, for once, called them or reached out to the person. Okay, and the person kept asking, like, is this not somebody that we all talk so well
And you saw from
So-
9 to 5.
together for so
5
long,
times
and
a week.
somehow this person has not even reached out to me once? And I told the person that, of course, this is the kind of person he is. And so myself, when I also left the office,
you were not expecting.
no,
Peace
I was not just expecting. I really I pissed out
You were not exactly. You were not expecting
Yeah,
the person
imagine.
to.
because
But I think they should be more
and this
healthier
and this is the thing.
environments.
This is the thing. It means there's a likelihood that one day, even if I see an opportunity that person can fit in, it's very much possible I will not mention it to that person.
But that would be you.
No,
being-
no,
That's
no,
what I
no.
was
No,
talking
that's not
about
me
you.
being. No. That's, for example, I'm saying in my office, because
Yeah.
I will not want such a person. I would rather give it to somebody who I am sure
Can
it-
vouch for to perform.
Do you
to
get?
say that.
to just reciprocate, not just because of the fact that the person is not good enough for that role. I'm saying based on the relationship. There are some people that will pop up in your mind once certain things come along the way.
Yeah, opportunity. That's why I was talking about network. See,
Do
I'm
you
the
get?
kind of person that doesn't try to. I believe in also people that, because of it, the people are dynamic, introverts and extroverts. So you know how to relate with them. You know how far you can push them. But I also believe in being a bit open and courteous and creating an aura
Yes.
that allows people to approach you or invite people to you. The same way you also, I won't sit down every time I expect you to be the one to invite me to this, invite me to that. I'd also say, oh, something is going on, there's something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
If it's not family, I saw some positions that could be good, maybe some remote stuff. Oh, you are doing this, oh, I got this remote, this thing.
Yeah.
Send it to you. It's still official, but not
Yeah.
the personal family stuff. But just to create that warm environment, to say that, look, I'm approachable. I also believe in that, sort of, to increase the intimacy. Because you're talking about this, that there is no intimacy, there is no bond.
Of course.
Why should I tell you about an opportunity?
When I have other people that I can tell.
that you can tell about the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well,
that's just I'm just giving another aspect So how it can
now this part now that you're talking about is about people who think work people should remain colleagues, nothing extra, nothing more, and all that. But you see, there are people that have they have moved from their transition from work to more than that,
over more than
that. Yeah, that's all. That's okay. But anyways, I feel like we are all adults and we are living in a good time. Conversation and communication, and also even if they don't even have conversation and communication with you, you should be able to observe. My own one of my own points is I don't even used to do things with people who don't like me. Yes, liking me is like one. Liking me is like the base for a lot of things. So if I feel like you don't like me, honestly, there is no way we are even going to transition into anything or move. Whatever we met ourselves at, that's where we are going to station and just stay there, because I don't want to be having a lot of things to deal with when I could just have let it not even get to that point. I don't know if you understand me. So, well, if I get one girl for everything, that's okay. I'm actually looking for one girl for you. If you see, apply with it. If you see, I'm even looking at somebody even connect. Honestly, I told somebody that I'm even looking at someone even connecting and saying, "Oh, this girl, I feel like you guys are going to bond well. You guys have similarity. You look alike. You talk alike.
You should create some hub like that.
Like, now just connect. I'm telling this is a cry. Please help me and connect me.
I will not get involved. Anyway, Kaz,
connect me.
Let's hear from you, please.
Kaz, are you there? About to round up. Let's get your final take
I'm here.
on this. Yeah.
So, like I said earlier, for me, I feel like having one friend for everything just works, because I'm a kind of person that I deal with the present. We have to be present. So let's say I'm in a place and I have this friend that I see every day or once in a while. So you're like present in my life at the time. So I get to like share every aspect of my life with you. But if I happen to like move, or you happen to move somewhere else, we will still be in touch. But because you're not as present as you used to be, it might be difficult telling you some things, because you might not really relate anymore like you used to. So I think I'm having one friend for everything. The bond is different.
Yeah, it's different.
That's my kind of vibe.
Strong. It's stronger, anyways. I actually believe that too. But I mean, it is what it is.
So end this podcast, we'll be praying for Mary. They'll be
I don't understand. How am I
No.
They'll be laying up house for her.
Oh my God! But Sam, what do you
Well,
think?
she has requested and she wants that. So Mary,
What do you think? You
very
think
soon.
that something is wrong somewhere?
No.
I don't think something is
Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm of the opinion that
One friend is enough for everything.
there's a friend for every season. That's me.
That's okay. Your own opinion.
Oh,
Your
I
body.
see.
There's a friend for every season now. So
Yeah, but I still feel one thing I love about my boss, when I go out with him, he say, I've known him for 30 years. I've known him for 20 years.
oh, yes.
I was there when they buried his father. This boy that the father, and he's a 60-year plus man. So, and he tells me, do you know why I'm telling you this? I wanted 10 million. I asked this one, he gave me. I asked this one, and they all sit on the same table. I guess maybe with guys it's probably easier.
Yeah.
I don't know. These are my old boys association people from secondary school. So, and he's telling me, and he's intentionally in front of them, he asked me, do you know why I'm asking you these questions? It's good to keep good friendship and good networks. Yeah. These people will help you in life.
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
So I believe in creating good networks, keeping yourself open, having good friendship, also being wise, because friends also stab you in the back. So also being wise, but at the same time being open to friendships and opportunities, and not just for yourself, also for you to give back to as well.
I actually believe in friendship. I believe strongly in friendship. I believe in friendship strongly. However, I still, think that while you are believing and working and doing friendship, you should do it with both your head and your heart, and also respect people's boundaries. Just respect whatever friendship. If it's not okay for you, you can actually sign out. That's if you are being friends with somebody, and then
those boundaries can lead to many things.
If it's not okay for you,
if you think
if you think that you can,
your best friend is there doing another thing and say that is zone you can't go to.
If you think that this place that they've kept you is not okay, you can zone out. Boy, maybe you can communicate and say, I'm not okay with this. I really want this to be like this and like this. But since you're not open for that, it's okay. We could just be acquaintance, but I don't want us to be more than this. you can
Anyway,
just zone out. But
It's
please.
been a long discussion.
Sam, sorry, I wanted to say something. So my take home is this, right? If you
I saw now.
So I take okay before she comes up. Guess what, guys? Next week we have an amazing topic for you guys.
Yeah.
Now we're all on. So this is social media, of course, but you begin to wonder why there are some creatives that are actually not on social media. Now is that a crime?
They're
Is
not
that a
active
crime? They're not active.
on
Or,
social media.
or not totally not even on.
Oh yeah, totally
Well,
not
maybe
even
not
on, but
active,
at
yeah.
least not active is the word
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we prefer to use. They are not active at all. Like, how can you be creative and not be active on social media? Is it possible? How far are you going
Yeah.
to see?
Can you trend with or without social media? Let's just
Yes, so that's what we are doing next week. So if you have an opinion on
can I be
that,
heard?
Yes, you can.
let us know.
Okay, like I was saying, my take home is if you have the reason why you should have one friend for everything, just in case your secret leaks or something, you know who leaks your secret. You know who to catch.
I mean,
That's one friend.
it's even the fact that you label your friends. That's how you will know that you're
This one,
sick.
yeah.
Because I've never told anybody else about relationship. So who
Two-factor
say
authentication.
relationship?
No, but this is a safe place for her. I think that makes it safe for you. Like,
To have one person.
Yeah. So if anything goes out, you know it's from that person. So that's just safe for you, Kaz.
No,
I get it.
like saying
get
this
it.
thing just made me realize that there are people who have never known anybody that I've dealt like I've rolled with. You don't even know if I've ever dated anybody. Wow, Mary.
Oh my God. Whoa, that's
I probably
suspicious.
need to do better. I probably
Like
need to do
Like
better.
I said, after this podcast, we'll be praying for her.
Please accept. I accept
Okay,
now.
beautiful people. So it's Friday night once again. Kaz, are you back or you're not? So because we're about to sign out. Okay, I think we're having.
I'm back.
Oh, she's back. So can you just wrap it up for
Like
us?
I never left.
Yes, wrap it up for us.
Okay, to each their own. If you prefer one friend for everything, good for you. Just like Mary said, I believe we are all matured and we can. I believe we are all adults and we can handle whatever life throws at us. So if one friend does it all for you, fine. And if you feel like you want to label each friendship, good for you too.
I like that. You real. You real.
Okay, beautiful people, it's been lovely in the house this evening. And we had an amazing time. I trust that you guys did as well. I see you may yours truly. Blessing you go signing out this night. And of course,
Back in time.
Yes, I'm Mary Augustine. Good night and have a beautiful weekend.
thanks, Kaz.
And from Kazbeka,
Yeah.
good night.
Good night.
No.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
Can't
Bye.
see